24/7 Teachers Training, a lesson-by-lesson tutorial for homogeneous teaching. We are an EdTech textbook publisher.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, dear teacher. I welcome you on behalf of the Snowman publishers to an online tutorial on section 2 of the chapter 6 of Science Grade 4, which covers the topic Fundamental Forces of Nature. The video will cover gravity, friction. So let's get started with the teaching plan. Welcome the students to the class and greet them saying Assalamu alaikum. Ask them how are you all and tell them they will be learning about two special forces of nature. Remember to start building the lesson upon previous knowledge of the students. Start by asking the children, can you tell why everything that is thrown always comes down to fall on the ground? Why doesn't anything fall upwards? Help them recall that Earth is like a huge magnet and attracts everything towards itself with a special force called gravity. Gravity is the reason why we never fall off the Earth, although it is round in shape. Draw a circle on the board and draw inward arrows all around that circle to show the direction of gravity on Earth. As a fun activity and an icebreaker, ask your students to stand up and jump. Explain that it is impossible to stay up because of the gravity. Add a challenging question in your discussion and ask the students, how do you think aeroplanes and birds are able to fly in the presence of gravity? Let the students brainstorm and come up with interesting answers. Then explain with this activity. Bring in a feather in the classroom and show to the students how it falls freely to the ground when left in the air. However, lighter objects can be kept floating in the air by an upward force, and that is why aeroplanes and birds can fly in the air. Demonstrate this concept by blowing on the feather and keeping it up. Show that if there is no force such as wind, the feather will fall to the ground. To explain the concept of friction, ask the students what happens to a marble ball when they set it rolling on the floor. Does it keep moving forward forever? Does it stop? Of course, the students will answer that the marble stops after some time. But the students have learned that a force is needed to stop a moving object. So, build upon this information and ask them, what do you think made the marble stop? What kind of force was there to stop it after some time? Encourage the discussion and let the students come up with interesting explanations. Keep giving positive feedback and use their answers to explain that a force between two objects sliding against each other is called friction. It stops the movement happening between the two objects. Such a force is present between tires and road and also between our feet and the ground. On the board, write advantages and disadvantages on either side and draw a line in the middle. Tell the students that friction is helpful in some situations and unhelpful in the others. If there is no friction, we will slip on the ground and never be able to walk. No moving thing will ever stop. Hence, say a few statements as shown here and ask the students to respond with helpful or not helpful. Sort whether the mentioned action is an advantage or a disadvantage. Then write the action in the correct column on the board. For homework, you can ask the students to carefully observe their school bag. Tell them to think of at least 2 examples of different things that might have friction. A hint may be the zipper of the bag. Thank you, Honorable Teacher, for your listening. Allah Hafiz.